8th, 2025. Can I please have a roll call?
Yes. Commissioner Warlick is not in attendance tonight. Commissioner Falk?
Here.
Commissioner Collar?
Here.
Commissioner Krizan?
Here.
Commissioner Bauer?
Present.
Commissioner Carlson?
Here.
Chair Abelman?
Here. Excellent. All right, so we have quorum. We can conduct business. Great. All right, let's salute the flag. We'll have Commissioner Bauer. His expertise lead us.
Thank you. Please place your hand over your heart, look at the flag, and begin. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you for that. That was beautiful. Okay. Or approved order of agenda. Do we have a motion to approve?
I move to approve the order of agenda.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. All right, blue folder items. Are there any blue folder items?
We don't have any blue folder items tonight, but we will be adding the presentation that we'll go through for the municipal code amendments as a blue folder item.
So do we need to, no,
Not to do anything.
no, okay, so we won't do anything. All right, we'll read it when we get it. All right, consent calendar. As business items, except those formally noticed for public hearing or those pulled for discussion are assigned to the consent calendar. The commission members may request that any consent calendar items be removed, discussed, and acted upon separately. Items removed from the consent calendar will be taken up. Items, how to make this bigger? There we go. Okay. Items removed from the consent calendar will be taken up under the excluded consent calendar section below. Those items remain on the consent calendar will be approved in one motion. The chair will call anyone wishing to address the commission on any consent calendar item on the agenda, which has not been pulled by the commission for discussion. Each speaker will be permitted to speak only once, and comments will be limited to a total of 3 minutes. Item F1, approval of affidavit posting for the Harbor Commission meeting December 8th, 2025.
Very good. Handle them all at once.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. And then approval of the following minutes, October 13th, 2025. Okay, so now we're
I
ready.
ask if anybody wants to exclude an.
He's my proxy. Does anybody want to exclude anything?
No.
No.
All right, excellent. We're going to G.
Well, actually, no.
No, we're not, because I was
We
excluded.
need a motion to approve
Yeah,
the,
let's do
make a
that.
motion to approve the consent calendar.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries. It's got really hot in here. Okay.
You're doing great. You're doing
We'll
great.
get there, we'll get there. We're plugging along.
It's good.
Public participation on non-agenda items. This section is intended to provide members of the public with opportunity to comment on any subject that does not appear in this agenda for action. This section is limited to 30 minutes. Each speaker will be afforded 3 minutes to address the commission. Each speaker will be permitted to speak only once. Written requests, if any, will be considered first under this section. Do we have anybody on Zoom or any?
We do not have any e-comments and we don't have any hands raised in Zoom at the moment.
So there are people on Zoom?
Yes.
Oh, great, they're watching this. Okay, all right. So where was I? All right. Anybody? There's nobody here. Okay. All right. We're going to I, ex parte communication.
No public hearings, so it doesn't apply.
That's right. No public hearings doesn't apply. Okay, item K, and moving on, item L. Items for discussion prior to action, L1. Receive and file Redondo Beach Municipal Code amendments pertaining to regulations of commissions.
Yes. So we do have a presentation tonight that will walk you all through.
Okay. Get it up on the screen.
And this will go through the new municipal code amendments pertaining to the regulations of committees. So we'll talk about what's going on, and then we'll look at the different regulations. So there's some uniform regulations of all commissions in the city, and then some regulations specific to the Harbor Commission, and then we'll discuss the staff recommendation. So in September and October, City Council was going through and looking at the commissions and understanding the different powers and duties and responsibilities to make sure everything was lining up with what our commissions are doing, and to uniform some of the regulations across all of the commissions. So in October, they adopted ordinance number 329825 pertaining to the uniform regulations of commissions, and ordinance number 3300-25 pertaining to the Harbor Commission specifically. And both of these are effective as of November 15th. So first, the uniform regulations of commissions. These regulations apply to all of the commissions citywide. So some of the amendments to those regulations include looking at the terms of appointment, organization of meetings and chair, vice chair positions, meeting and subcommittee procedures, membership eligibility, vacancies, and general powers and duties. So specifically, two of the key changes we thought applied for you all that we wanted everyone to be aware of is first, the organization of meetings. So as of now, a regular meeting may be canceled for anticipated lack of business or quorum by the staff liaison at the direction of the city manager. So the staff liaison does have that chance to cancel meetings if we don't have business to conduct. And then also vacancies. And this is one we definitely want to make sure everyone's well aware of. A commission seat will become vacant if a commissioner misses 3 or more meetings in a 12-month period after October 1st, 2025. So whether it's an excused or an unexcused absence, they're looked at as the same. So you cannot have more than 3 absences in one calendar year or one 12-month period. So just want to highlight that. I know we have a very good attendance record for this commission, so want everyone to be aware. So those were the ones specific to all of the city commissions. And then next, I want to walk through the Harbor Commission specific regulations. And there's 3 different sections of the regulation. So I just want to walk through each one so everyone is aware what came through this ordinance. So the first section is about jurisdiction. So the jurisdiction of the commission is the Harbor Pier area boundary. To be clear, there's no change to the jurisdiction. What we changed was we put in a better map into it so that you could better read the quality of the image is improved. So same jurisdiction, just a better map, easier to read. The next section of the regulations is about qualifications for appointment. And with this, it has been amended to provide a bit more flexibility for filling some of these roles. So we'll walk through the qualifications for an appointment to be a commissioner. So first, one person shall be a boat owner who regularly uses the harbor. 2, one member shall be someone who lives adjacent to at least 500 feet outside the commission's jurisdiction, who is not a boat owner or a member of a commercial harbor pier association, and they bring that resident perspective, the landside perspective, as council discussed. And then 3, one member may be selected from a commercial harbor or a pier association, and that would be a bit of a business perspective from the harbor. And then after that, the remaining members shall have experience in 1 or more of the following disciplines. So we have engineering, legal, leasing or management of a rental property, management of a retail, restaurant, or marine-related business, marine and or waterfront education-related profession, construction management or development, a recreational user of the harbor who is not a boat owner or member of a commercial harbor or pier association, or any of these other following disciplines: public accountant, oceanographer, marine engineer, real estate broker, general contractor, economic or financial consultant, commercial developer, owner of a business, manager with a public or government entity, or manager of harbor recreational development. So using these categories, it does provide us with flexibility to make sure we're able to fill vacant seats with disciplines that would be relevant and important for the Harbor Commission. And then also within that.
Sorry to interrupt,
Oh, yeah.
if I may.
I'll go for it.
That gives us a lot more flexibility, but can you have more than one of anything, or is it still exclusive, like, one engineer and no second engineer?
No, it seems, I do want to confirm that with city manager, but it seems as long as you fulfill one or more of the disciplines. And then one of the new changes is that a commissioner, if you wear a few hats and you qualify under a few disciplines, if there is a vacancy on the commission, you can switch your role and somebody else can kind of take over that role. So that is something that also helps provide us with more flexibility.
How does the public know which one of these things we're here for? Like which one of these which one of these criteria? Am I a boat owner? Am I
Right.
an engineer? How do they know?
I believe it's on the Harbor Commission website.
It is.
Yeah. And then also no more than 3 commissioners may be members of the same club, association, organization within the jurisdiction. While we're on qualifications, are there other questions about? Yes.
Kind of an overgeneralization on number 1 and 7. Or sorry,
This 1 and
7 on this slide and number 1 on the prior slide.
Yes.
When I read the ordinance, it doesn't say boat owner, it says sailboat or power boat owner.
For 1. For item number 1?
Yeah, and
Okay.
7 on the next one. So it's excluding any other type of boat owner.
Correct. We can update that. So, yep. 1 is, sailboat or powerboat owner. And then 7 is a recreational user who is not.
Yeah,
sailboat or
and that just
powerboat.
caught my eye because I am a non-motorized boat owner. So,
Okay. I'll highlight
and
that.
that's how I'm on this board. So
Hopefully.
that's been changed.
Okay. Any other questions about the regulation? Okay.
I have one other
Yep.
question. On the no more than 3 may be member of any private club, public club, or association, it might be useful to actually make a list of those.
Mhm.
And I know when I was appointed, that was actually an issue because at the time there were 4 members of King Harbor Yacht Club on the commission, which is no longer the case with Vicki Callahan's retirement, I will call it. But I mean, I could see, because like I would, without even thinking about it, I mean, I used to be a member of the Bay Club, which I just consider a gym. But it is technically a private club. And so it might be a good idea if we just had a list of everything and a list of who's a member of what, just so we make sure that we don't,
Right.
go in and say, you know what, 4 of us all of a sudden end up as members of the Bay Club. I don't think it would necessarily be a conflict legally. I mean, it would be a conflict under this ordinance. We just want to make sure we don't run into that situation.
Right. Yes, that is a good point. I'm just double checking the ordinance just to triple check there wasn't any more details. Yeah, just same public or private club, association, or organization that exists within the Harbor Commission's geographic jurisdiction. So we'll identify.
That's
list
a
of-
fair point. Like, should we list all the clubs we're a member of? And I mean,
The
honestly, if you had asked me that, I wouldn't have thought of Bay Club.
Yeah.
I didn't, I was aware what a Bay Club is, and you can think of, there are a number of associations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So should we all supply our club memberships to you guys? I don't think we have a conflict, but
Yeah, I guess so. If they're within the Harbor Commission jurisdiction.
yeah.
Well, let me get clarify about
Probably
These
no
list
one
of-
thought of that.
Yeah.
It was just probably like the marine associations, harbor associations.
I assume that we're all grandfathered in. They're not going to make a rule to kick one of us off. like to think that there's
Or
not some
masked
rule that
people
was
show
made.
I fit another category. But yeah,
That'd be fair.
how many bagel members?
Yeah,
I'm not.
I'm not a big helper.
oh,
Basically.
well,
Yeah.
we'll look at
Not to
all
me
of
right
those
now,
and then
yeah.
just make sure we share that information with you all, what clubs, association or organizations are considered within it, because it could be just, because a lot of it's, around conflicts of interest. So if, depending what the club's purpose and angle and things like that are, might not all be the same under this ordinance. But I do want to make sure I clarify that for everybody.
That's fair. All of a sudden, Bay Club gets a lot more square footage.
Okay. Anything else about those? Okay. And then the third section of the ordinance is about the powers and the duties. So this is really just to make sure that the powers and duties are updated to accurately reflect the role of the commission and to reaffirm the Harbor Commission's advisory responsibility for development applications, permits, leasing. So of the powers and duties, we have we'll continue to hold hearings for development and permit applications within the harbor and pier area. You all will continue to advise City Council on recommendations to the current and future commercial, recreational harbor development. You'll participate in quarterly leasing discussions with the city's leasing agent. You'll participate in quarterly public safety discussions with the fire department, harbor patrol, and with the police department. And with that, we recommend that you receive and file the Redondo Beach Municipal Code amendments pertaining to uniform regulations of commissions.
Motion to receive and file.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you very much for that.
Great.
Yeah.
Anybody online that wishes to talk about this?
We have a hand raised in Zoom for Mark Hansen.
Means,
Oh, I think Mark Hansen has a right hand raised.
is it Mark Hansen?
Yes.
Oh, hey, Mark.
Hey guys, how you doing? I actually had my hand raised for public participation in non-agenda items. So after you wrap this up, maybe you can reopen that so that I can make my comments legally.
That's fine, no problem. Do you have anything on this point? Take that as a no. Should we go back and do it now?
I make a motion to reopen public comment for non-agenda items.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Mark, now's your chance.
You betcha.
Apologies.
I've got-
Apologies.
And is my audio still working?
Yes.
Perfect. So anyway, two announcements for you in the community. First off is our Redondo Beach Holiday Tree Lighting Ceremony, which will be tomorrow night, Tuesday, December 9th. It'll go from 4:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. It's held at the Civic Center at 415 Diamond Street. This year, our MC will be Vera Jimenez, our meteorologist from KTL Channel 5. The mayor, the city council will all be there, as well as representatives from the staff, police and fire departments, and the fire dog Sparky. The festivities will include a presentation of the colors by the Redondo Union High School Marine Corps Junior ROTC, music from the high school jazz band, as well as 3 choirs from the high school and 2 middle schools. The event is sponsored by the city and the Redondo Beach Roundtable. So everybody, please come down and enjoy that. Second announcement is the King Harbor Holiday Boat Parade will be this coming Saturday, December 13th. In addition to being run by the 2 yacht clubs, King Harbor Yacht Club and Port Royal Yacht Club, this year we reached out in a big way to the harbor businesses, and they responded great with all kinds of ideas to expand the parade waterfront wide. We will have a artisan holiday market from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. in the parking lot between R10 and the Cantina. We'll have the standard concert on the pier from 2 to 4. The Redondo Union High School Marching Band will show up at the pier at 4:30 and invite everybody to follow them as they march from the pier down the International Boardwalk to our brand new community party. We'll have a paddlecraft parade from 3:35 p.m. centered in Basin 3, and the water's right off of the California Surf Club and the Cantina. And then brand new, a big free community party from 3:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. Centered in the parking lot between the California Surf Club and the Cantina. And then finally, the holiday boat parade from 5:30 to 7 p.m. So a bunch new to do this year. Huge thanks to all the businesses who came up with these cool ideas. And of course, thank you to our sponsors, Chevron, Redondo Beach Paddle Runners, Quality Seafood, the 2 yacht clubs, Project Barley, the Sonesta Hotel, the King Harbor Association, the Portofino Inn, and the Shade Hotel. The community watch party going from 3:30 to 9 will include holiday music, hot chocolate, a bouncy house, and Santa Claus. And the artisan holiday market will include artisan crafts, gifts, holiday bites, and seasonal treats. A lot going on. Everybody come down and enjoy your harbor and your waterfront. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark. That was great. Thank you. Anybody else?
No.
All right. And there's nobody here. Okay. Anybody, any commissioners have anything they want to add to any of this? All right, moving on. While we have you, may as well move on to item L1.
Yes.
That was Stephen Fowle, Redondo Beach Municipal Code Amendments. Okay, that's what we just did that one. Sorry, M1, I apologize. Liaisons report.
Sure. So first, the sea bass grow pens, the sea bass were transported to the pens on November 20th, and we're looking to do a ribbon cutting in January after everyone's back from the holidays. International Boardwalk, the restrooms, the men's and women's restrooms next to Project Barley have reopened, both of them, and they are now ADA accessible. So big thanks to the Public Works for getting that project completed. In October, when we were here, we talked about some new grants that the Waterfront Department had taken to City Council. So I just wanted to provide an update on where we are with each of those grants. So first we have the $1.4 million grant from Department of Housing and Urban Development to repair our Basin 3 slips and dock infrastructure. We are still finalizing the grant agreement with the agency to get the countersigned document and get going. So we hope to be able to take the next steps in early January. And then we have the $500,000 grant we got from the Coastal Commission to update our sea level rise assessment and our local coastal program. So staff has been working on that RFP to retain a qualified vendor to conduct the studies for us. And we have sent it back to Coastal Commission, and they're just doing the final check to make sure the RFP looks good from their end. And we hope to get that out and posted later this week. As soon as we get it back from them, we're ready to take it public. So then we'll start collecting responses from people after the holiday break, of course, and evaluating to bring a qualified contractor on board to lead that work for us. And then the SAVE grant, we are still awaiting the counterside agreement from DBA for that grant. So we're hoping to get started and utilizing that funding in early January. Next, the boat launch. Yeah, I guess, because we haven't met since October. So on November 4th, City Council recommended option E as the preferred location for the boat launch. We returned on November 18th, and they did approve a resolution for us to apply for the grant. So right now, Moffitt and Nickel is working on that grant application and working very closely with the city to make sure they have everything they need. The application is due February 2nd, 2026. So they are full steam ahead on that application. And then their other team under Moffitt and Nickel has started on the technical studies for CEQA. So we're getting that going, as well as the project manager and his team is working on the grant application. So that is moving ahead. Seaside Lagoon, the entitlement submittal, that's on track to be submitted before the December holiday. So that's a big step forward for the Seaside Lagoon project. The courtesy dock, we are still waiting for the removal of a boat within a Basin 3 slip to free up that dock space for the courtesy dock. We're getting closer, and we really hope to have a better idea of the timing for that come January. And then the breakwater repair project. So the Army Corps has selected a contractor. They selected Connolly Pacific to do the work. Together, they've decided to start the project in March after the winter storm season. And so the work would last from March until June. They are ready to mobilize in February if the weather cooperates and it's a lighter winter season. They'd be ready to get going sooner, but as of now, they have on their schedule for March. So they do have them under contract as of now. So if something was to happen and there was a bad storm and there needed to be some emergency repairs this winter to the breakwater, they could mobilize them to get them out there immediately. They don't have to go through the process to bring a contractor on board. And then in January, we will be setting up a meeting with the King Harbor Yacht Club, Army Corps, and the contractor and any other groups down there, so we can kind of get more into the details of the schedule and the siting of everything and how it's all going to work. So that'll be coming in January. And then a very exciting one in terms of leases, we have released the request for information about the Fun Factory through our real estate consultants, Cosmont companies. They've prepared it and they've released it. So it is out there on the street and they are trying to solicit interest in the space. So they've requested people to respond by January 31st. So they're out there working with the people they know and highlighting the space. I'm on their email listserv, their marketing email listserv, and I got the email about it last week. So that was really exciting to see it have its own email being sent out to people. So we're very excited to see what comes of that. So we'll keep you posted with what we see. And then for the next meeting, we will be meeting again on January 12th, 2026. We're going to bring back Brian Campbell from BC Urban, our leasing agent, to talk about leasing down there and what we're seeing for 2026. And then we're also going to bring our public safety officers to provide the public safety update. And that's everything we have. Are there any questions about something I went over or something I didn't mention?
Anything on the fire?
I don't have any updates to share.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't want to put you on the spot. With Harbor Patrol coming next month, we can talk to them.
Okay.
I'll send any questions I have in advance.
Okay.
I've been worried about this. You know, a lot of old abandoned boats I saw. So everybody know there was a fire in the harbor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a fire on a boat in the North Basin. I don't think anyone was hurt. It seemed to have gotten out pretty quickly. The adjacent boats were not badly damaged, which is amazing because these things go up fast. So, you know, it seems like we had the right equipment there quickly enough. And, you know, I'd like to know what we can do to help Harbor Patrol continue to do good work with this. Because I'm worried.
Yep.
I'm worried about another one.
But it was an abandoned boat that lit up?
I have no idea.
I don't think,
No,
I think it
No.
was.
No.
that's at least not what I saw on social media.
the owner was on the boat.
Oh, okay.
In fact, he'd started the engine and it had been running for about 5 minutes and then,
Oh,
so maybe, they don't know, but maybe a fuel leak or something.
right.
I did ask our harbor master about this, and he says it's under investigation, and once he gets a clearance, he'll let me know what happened at least.
Sure.
My source was the boat across from the boat.
Yeah.
Well, Harbor Master Mahoney will be here. He has already confirmed for January, so not sure what he'll be able to share at that time, but maybe he can provide more.
Yeah, fair enough. I do have one other question. Do you happen to know what the construction is on Redondo and how long it goes on?
I don't happen to know. Anybody over there happen to know?
On Redondo, which section of Redondo?
The Redondo side of Redondo is closed most days, all day. And so east and westbound traffic is on the Hermosa side of Redondo, on that side of the island. And I asked the guys what they're doing, and we didn't have time to talk, but they said it was going to go on for months.
I'd be happy
And
to connect with Public Works and Engineering and see if we can get an update for you guys on that.
Yeah, thanks. You can't make a left turn onto Harbor Drive. You got to, go into Hermosa and drive around. So I think that's all I have. Oh, any update on the educational facility?
Nothing we can share yet.
Okay, good enough. Thanks. All right, thank you.
Nothing for me. Okay.
Nothing for me.
Nothing for me.
I have something. The entrance markers to the harbor,
Mm-hmm.
the ones on the breakwaters, the red one is fine. The green one is gone. Like, it's a pole. There's no marker there anymore. I don't know if I assume it's Coast Guard, but I don't know. And I was asked if it's going to be replaced.
We can definitely get back to you with an answer on
The one
that.
that's on the break wall? The one that's been gone for several years? Yeah, I thought Greg said that we'd asked about it a number of times to the Coast Guard and we're on their list, but it's been many years.
It is Coast Guard, and they have a publication that lists the status of, buoys and markers, and that should say. So I would say go to the Coast Guard website.
Mm.
That's all.
So,
All right, thank you. Okay, moving on. Item N. Any commission member items in future commission agenda topics? Anybody wish to add anything?
No.
No? All right. Your favorite and mine. Anybody have a problem with adjourning?
I move to adjourn.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
See you all in January.
Well, you didn't ask if anybody was opposed. I'm really enjoying this meeting, and I think